So this was free. You're going to see why. Missing red and blue pieces. Also has robot game, but doesn't have any pieces for the robot. So this was just given to me as is because it's incomplete, and the person who had it, he being Ben of Ben's Game Zone, decided he wasn't going to go to the trouble of trying to piece it together. And also it has a torn flap, so it's not even in perfect shape to begin with. But I'm going to open it and see what's actually in here. So I've never actually owned any of the Labo stuff before now, so this is all foreign to me. But as we all know, famously, infamously, whatever, it's cardboard. Cardboard that you shape and stick your Switch Joy-Cons into, and then you play games with the sensors because they reflect off of certain surfaces on the cardboard. There's a lot of sheets of cardboard, one of which I just accidentally started to unperforate just by trying to pick it up. Many layers of cardboard here. Try to keep some sort of semblance of order to all of this. Now obviously this is the parts that Ben wrote were missing because they've been perforated and used already, and they're not in the box anymore. So it's an incomplete kit, but I'm sure there's somebody who can print the missing parts, or maybe you can order replacement ones from Nintendo. Man, there is a lot of cardboard in here. More than I had anticipated. It said something about there being a game in here, but my goodness, so far all I'm finding is just the cardboard. Maybe eventually we get to a bottom layer and the game is underneath. I don't know. More Labo pieces that have obviously been used. This one looks like a musical note. I'm just gonna keep on digging here. Okay, so if there was a game in here at any point, I don't think there is now. It's literally just the cardboard. So whatever Ben meant about robot game but not robot, I guess he meant robot game pieces but not the robot game, because I'm not seeing any kind of Switch game or case for a Switch game or anything that even vaguely resembles a Switch game case. And this is the bottom of the box. I think the problem with N64 emulation is there are just too many edge cases where developers were pushing the limits and going out of bounds with what they could get away with because of the high cost of producing and manufacturing cart-based games and the perceived limitations compared to things like the PlayStation and the Saturn. So they were trying to squeeze every bit out of a cartridge they could with compression and or bank switching and possibly even enhancement chips. I really don't know, but I think that may be something to do with why emulating N64 is a difficult task, because there are a lot of different moving parts. Even the EverDrives have had some difficulties to overcome in terms of N64 compatibility, but it seems like they are better equipped for it because they're interfacing with the actual hardware as opposed to trying to reproduce the environment of the hardware in software. Which is why I'm going to be very curious when Analog finally gets around to releasing their N64 clone, is if they've got 100% compatibility with both the North American and the Japanese N64 library. And if they do, then I tip my hat, fedora, whatever to them. H/T. If they can do that with HDMI output, then they deserve whatever they sell that for. 200, 250, 300. Please don't make it 500 or 1,000 or something stupid. But hey, for a rock solid N64 clone modern day with HDMI output and possibly even side-loading games through a memory card, that would be pretty nice. That would be pretty sweet.